Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Designer Speak. I'm here with my good friend Nicolas Camacho as always. And firstly, before we start this podcast, we would like to say sorry to our audience, for our fans and all the people who listen to this podcast. Um, Over the last 3 or 4 months or so, there's been a lack of content, and there's been a whole lot of reasons why we haven't been as productive as we would like to. And a lot of those reasons we couldn't really control those types of things. We don't want to go into detail too much about them, but we just like to say sorry to all the audience and everyone. And this is like a new year for Designer Speak, and we hope and we believe that every week you're going to get a new episode of Designer Speak. Um, so yeah, we're at episode 25, and hopefully by the end of this year we're going to go into like 70 or something like that, and then maybe in 2017 we have our special 100th episode, and we do something special for you guys, and yeah, and so yeah, sorry about that, guys, but um, you know what the way life is, but we're gonna try to make it um, that we have designers speak more regularly for you guys in this year. The first thing is like we have a new awesome Blue Yeti microphone, and Blue Yeti did not sponsor the podcast, but the problem was that based on recommendations from the last episodes, is that the audio was not amazing, like too much echo in this room and stuff. So hopefully this improves the audio, and we sound better, and um, hopefully that goes well.
I need to get one of those two.
Yeah, we're gonna have a second one.
Exactly.
Right now we're at the setting for odd, like, it goes around, but
Perfectly.
hopefully in the next month or so we're gonna have two. So one for my voice and one for Nicholas's, and we're gonna have special guests on, and hopefully we're gonna sound better. In the future, we're gonna have lighting and all these amazing things. So this year is a big year, I think, for Designer Speak. So I'm here with my trusted friend, and hopefully we're gonna make it bit by bit.
Exactly.
So for this episode, the topic was last year. Nicholas started writing his own book, and that's a big deal for designers and advertisers and artists. To write your own book is a big thing. Um, so, Nicholas, firstly, could you tell us like what is the name of the book and how did the book come about? What was your inspiration?
Correct. Well, the book's called Mind Design or El Diseño de la
In
Mente.
Spanish, okay.
Yeah, I wrote it in Spanish. I know the podcast is in English, but I hope someday I could translate it.
Yeah. I think it's important for books that they have obviously
many
your Spanish,
languages.
but then in the future you have the plan to translate it to English, maybe other languages like Chinese will be awesome and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the book is about uh, something that inspired me about this kind of podcast we've been having is about the loop, the concept probably of cybernetics. It means that when a person integrates himself with machines or with different artifacts, even the person and the artifact starts to evolve and transform itself. And every time that communication happens, contrast happens, and a feedback loop happens, the person and the machine changes and evolve and becomes something better. So the idea was that every time you are learning, communicating with yourself and talking to yourself, you are changing your mind, you're evolving. And the quest was in order to accomplish certain goals, certain dreams, and certain perspectives, we should make it we should make those things consciously. I mean, we should follow our dreams and make our mind toward our objectives, not to let that unconscious patterns or things that were undesirable for us happens into our minds and somehow to shape our lives and our destinies. So that's one of the things I like got from listening back from some of the podcasts we wrote, and I think we filmed like 30 episodes. But we only like posted 25. But the
Yeah,
thing is,
that's the thing. We did like 30.
but the thing is that
We have
for
like
every
5 lost episodes, or maybe even
exactly
more. We have recorded lots, and some of them get lost. But Yeah, continue, Nicolas.
So like I felt that for every episode that we film, I was able like to write a chapter. I was able to write more
Interesting.
things.
So
So
designer speak, like
helped
kind of
me a
a,
lot. Helped me a
really, that's
lot,
awesome.
especially because I believe that now I believe that every time that you're listening to your own unconscious ideas, you always wanted to let them out. Somehow they will manifest into the world, and very thankful for you to bring out this project. And somehow I feel that I want to make this book alive because it's my personal manifesto about how we need to pursue and to aim to control our lives and to make the best that we can about our existence and to live passionately about what we really want inside of ourselves. And how is the quest, the learning process, but somehow we will get there. I
Yeah,
think.
you. I think that's a good point, Nicholas, and I look forward to. I've read some chapters of the book in the office, and it's a spectacular.
Thanks.
Each chapter that you have really hits the point, and but what I wanted to go deeper into the book is what who was it another book that inspired, obviously you say that designer speak inspired the book in some way, but was there any other authors or any other books that you read that inspired the book in some way?
Yeah, I talk about many books.
Right.
Especially one person that really inspired me was Descartes, or Descartes we say in Spanish, that talks about how he doubts about reality. But there are many other books that inspire me, especially The Gods Within, that talks about that we have to redesign ourselves and our minds in order to be able to survive in a world that we are actually consuming all resources and destroying because our political perspectives or because of our consumerism and stuff like that. And he says that we need to create our own culture. So my idea was that the word culture evolves from the idea that we can cultivate our spirit and somehow we can make ourselves to live more in a better equilibrium, harmony with the world, with ourselves. And I think that is a big objective that people should follow because as humanity we cannot survive. We don't change our patterns of existing and living. We need to become different.
Awesome. Um, so so what stage are you with the book now? Is it finished or where is the book at now?
Well, I felt I wrote all the chapters I want to write.
So all the chapters are finished,
Yeah,
right?
but the thing is that I want to illustrate it
Right.
because I really like to write, make my own drawings about things, and
So
get
the
ready to put it like in the format for printing.
so the book is going to be your words and then kind of like your illustrations in the book. Ah,
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah, but I feel that somehow whenever you make ideas visual, they
Become,
will become more impregnated into your
mm,
mind, into your
so like
dreams.
you what just to get it very clear is that so you would have a couple of pages about a topic, and then like on the page on the right hand side will be an illustration about those words to illustrate that, but in a visual context, or
That's the game. I don't know how it'll turn out yet, but I hopefully want
so you.
a personal transformation that the book will bring on me. I
Right.
mean, it's
So
it's
you have all the chapters written, and have you got how many? Have you got all illustrations done yet, or some
like
of
about
them?
like
Okay,
7.
but
Yeah, but I
how
need
many
more.
illustrations are you
I
going to
need to
put
get
in?
like 30,
30
30.
illustrations
Yeah.
total. And so then you said after that you need to design the layout and the composition. And so then when do you think that the book will be complete in total with all illustrations, all the design?
I really wish it could be this month, maybe next. Hopefully as soon as possible. But the thing is,
How long have you been? How when did you start the process of the book?
since I had an accident in 19th of July.
Oh, so July you started, so it's been a process of what, 8 months?
Yeah,
But
the
that's
accident was
not
a
that's not
reworking goal for me, so I started writing that.
that's maybe another part of the inspiration too.
Exactly.
Did you write about the accident in the book?
No, but I think it's a part of my personal learning.
Right. But it could be
And
interesting to hear about that in the book too.
yeah, of course. Maybe
Maybe at the end or maybe at the start, this was part of the inspiration or something like that.
exactly.
And so, so you think maybe this month, but do you have any realistic goal that maybe maybe in the middle of this year, or when will it be
I would
completely
say middle of the year
middle of the
because
year?
you
I think
still
yeah.
need to get people to publish it, or maybe have to invest it, or maybe you have to create like some kind of campaign about the book, or how to bring it forward and people to know more about it. I think with this video is the start.
But that's the
We're
start of it.
actually-
That's the start of it. Yeah. And so the plan for the future for this book is to do what with it, Nicholas? What is your
I want this to be like the first step toward more books, more ideas. I want to become a writer,
author?
among all other things, and I think writing is kind of the most liberating, uh, self evolving tool that we have as humans. And I advise people, everyone should be writing down like their personal experiences about the considerations about the world. But
Yeah,
for me, it's been beautiful. I love writing.
not everyone can write a book, but like at least you could write like a diary, write notes, write information.
Exactly, it's fundamental.
But Nicholas, I wish you all the luck with completing your book and you
Thank
get
you,
the
man.
final illustrations done and the final design. Hopefully, at the middle of the year, we can go into Mister Books and in Ecuador and Quito, we
That'd
can
be
buy your
great.
book. Hopefully,
That's really
and then
cool.
maybe in the following years, next year, you can get an English translation and all different languages, and then we can actually buy the book. It'd
And
be
the
awesome.
book.
Yeah, I designed the cover of the book. And,
Yeah, you're so awesome, man.
so it's so we're looking forward to seeing the book in my hands, and I wish you all the luck with the book, Nicholas.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us here on episode 25 of Designers Speak. Please like the video, share the video. Soon you'll be able to buy Nicholas's book, Design of the Mind, and we'll see you again very, very soon.